Still in Kano, we're crossing live there now and speak to the Secretary to the state government, Baffa Abdullahi, on this issue. Thanks very much, SSG, for joining us. But isn't really these demolitions causing a lot of acrimony in Kano State? Why is the government not focusing on the development, infrastructural development, educational development, healthcare delivery for the people? That is what is most needed instead of these destructions. That's what some of the people are saying, not me.
Well, thank you very much for having me. What we are focusing on is development, not demolition. What is being removed from locations, public places, when anybody acquired illegally a piece of land belonging to school, belonging to hospital, belonging to cemetery, graveyard, there's nowhere in the world where such a thing will be allowed. And what we are removing are such illegal structures erected on land belonging or within hospitals, within campuses. Imagine going to primary school, demolishing classrooms and erecting shops. Imagine going to Kano State Polytechnic, demolishing lecture theaters, demolishing lecture halls, demolishing staff offices, and erecting shopping malls and allocating plot of land for people to build houses. Imagine going to hospitals, demolishing doctors' quarters and selling up the land where doctors' quarters was located and erecting an event center for wedding ceremonies. These are the places that we believe that no responsible government will allow such a wrong allocation, such misplaced priorities to stand. And I'll tell you what, we are not only removing these structures. You see, government has multifaceted approach to doing so many things at the same time. We call that pipelining. We are pipelining so many projects at the same time. Education sector, health sector, agri sector, many things are going on, but people are focusing on this removal of these illegal structures because of vested interest. And vested interest is not going, we're not going to allow vested interest to stop the government of Engineer Abba Kabir Yusuf from doing what it has promised, from correcting the wrongs, the ills that were perpetrated by the previous administration. In other climes, people are giving out their own land, their own properties for schools to be erected, for hospitals to be built, for cemetery and graveyards to be in place. But here, government is taking over land belonging to schools and giving it to individuals, and individuals are collecting these lands, they are building their homes, they're building shops, and this is a misnomer. This is something this is completely antithetical to Kano culture, antithetical to Kano thinking, to our values. In Kano, in the attitude of a real Kano man, he gives what he owns for public good, not to take what belongs to public for personal use. And that's why we are correcting this.
Baffa, let me come in here now. You say that all you've done is in the interest of the people to redress maybe something like a thieving, illegal acquisition of state property and the rest. Why has the government not initiated legal actions against these illegal acquisitions instead of these destructive tendencies that the state government has carried out?
I take exception to the word destructive tendency. It's not destruction. We are correcting the destruction that they did. It is more destructive to demolish classrooms and erect shops. More destructive to demolish doctors' quarters and build event center. We are correcting the destruction. What we are doing is not destruction. We are correcting the destruction that they visited on Kano State in the last administration. Where on earth in this world do you find a government that will go and take over a place of worship and turn it into market? It's never done in this one. These are the things that we are correcting. If you call correcting these ills demolition or destruction, I think you are misusing the word destruction. The person that went to a university campus, demolished the entire campus and erect a shop, that is the person that has done destruction. We that are reverting back to the university campus, removing the shops, putting back the university campus back. We are doing reconstruction. We are not destroying anything. I think the word destruction is completely wrong in the circumstance.
Well,
what we are doing is correcting the destruction that they have done.
Sorry, SSG,
Yeah.
I stated that because I asked
Yes, I'm listening to you.
I mean, what would have been the better option before this? Wasn't it to have initiated legal actions against the illegal acquisition of those property you mentioned? Instead, your government.
Well, what we are doing is perfectly.
You've taken the laws into your. You've taken
legal.
the laws into your hands. That's how it is being seen.
No. What we are doing is perfectly legal because the government has the power, has the authority whenever public place is encroached upon to provide notice and go and remove the illegal structure in a public place. You cannot enter into a girls' secondary school. Girls' secondary school, go and build shop inside the land belonging to girls' secondary school. And then you expect that we should take you to court? Do we will remove the illegal structure first, then we commence legal process prosecuting you for going into the place and trespassing and building illegal structure. But first, the first assignment is to provide notice, remove the illegal structure, and then prosecute you for committing the illegality. So what we are doing is perfectly legal. It's not outside the purview of the law.
Okay, if you say so, the people are there. The people are there to decipher
yes.
whether two wrongs can make a right in this situation. But tell us, you talked about that iconic. You talked about.
I don't think we are doing two wrongs.
You think what you're doing is corrective?
When you said two wrongs. When you said two wrongs cannot make a right, you are imputing as if what we are doing is wrong. What we are doing is not wrong. It's perfectly legal. It's perfectly within the provision of the law. It's perfectly correct, and no government anywhere in the world, will allow people to enter into campuses of universities, campuses of polytechnics, premises of secondary school and primary school, premises of hospitals, premises of worshiping places, and go and erect structures. I mean, overriding public good. The expectation is government will come and take over privately owned properties in the overriding public good. But what happened in the last administration in Kano is the reverse. Places that are for public good, places that are public places, are being taken over and being distributed for personal use. And that is what we are reversing. We believe that is a misnomer, that is immoral, that is illegal, that is against the spirit of democracy, that is against the wishes and aspirations of the good people of Kano State. And that is why we are correcting this.
All right. Okay. Let's look at the other issue very quickly. The iconic roundabout, became like a tourist attraction to the people of Kano State. They were coming from far and wide, take photographs, beautiful roundabout. But the new government thought otherwise, that it's a security threat, to the governor or government house and the rest. Can you expatiate on that? How is it a security threat?
Is it the kind of adjectives that you guys are using to describe that monument leaves all of us baffled? It is a good representation, no doubt about that. But it was wrongly placed, and it is causing a security threat. You can't place a monument celebrating 50th anniversary of the state in a place where nobody can be able to come and even take photo. Because when you put it in a very small place, in a tight place, with a junction that where 5 roads are connecting, 5 roads, not even 4 roads, 5 roads are connecting the roundabout. It's a small place just outside the gate of the government house. It is interrupting the view of security from the government house to see what is coming or what is going. It is interrupting the view of road users from both sides of the roads, and in reality, the original location that was recommended by the committee set up by government itself was simply jettisoned, and they came and placed it in front of the government house. And we believe that we need to relocate it to its original site. And we are relocating this, and what we are going to put in place, people will really see the reason and will really see the justification for relocating it to Golden Jubilee Park, where there will be garden, where there will be space for people to go and spend their leisure time, where real tourists will be able to go and take photo and be able to enjoy the view and enjoy the sight of the monument. But where it is, no any tourist will come there to go and take photo, to come and view it, because you are risking your life standing where it is, because the place is always being utilized by road users and traffic jam at all times because of its wrong location. So in reality, what we are doing is the right thing in the circumstance, removing that monument, removing the security threat, removing the traffic interruptions, and relocating it to a more appropriate place, a more befitting place, where people can have access to it, where people can be able to use the space around it for their leisure, where people can be able to enjoy their site.
Yes, I think you've said it all. It's a corrective government, right? That's what you are inferring to. But let me thank you so very much. Baffa Abdullahi is the Secretary to the Kano State Government, for joining us on Newsnight.